Do not make the same mistake I did. It is a one-time thing. I cannot go back and fix it, and now I regret it. Hey, howdy, hey to all you adventurous Disney cruisers out there. I'm Ashley. If you are a part of our family already, give me a big like down below so I know that you're here by clicking on that big thumb down there. If this is your first time finding the Disney Cruiser channel, I hope you stick around, you enjoy what you see, and consider subscribing so you never miss another one so your Disney cruise vacation can be fantabulous. I want to talk to you today about something that I made a mistake with, and if I could go back and fix it, I would go back and fix it, but I can't, and it's over with now, and like, that's just my life. I can't do anything about it. I see all the time how people say that they are surprising their kids with a Disney cruise, which is fabulous, and I also see lots of people who post their reaction videos of when they surprise their kids for the first time, and a lot of them kind of end up like wah wah, no reaction, or not the reaction the parents are hoping for. In fact, you can even hear on some of the videos where the parents will say like, well, that's not what I thought was going to happen. Well, the first time that I surprised my kids with a Disney cruise, that's exactly how I felt. This is what I did. I used this book. We were surprising them with a cruise and we were giving it to them as a Christmas present. I'm pretty sure their ages were like 4 and 6. They know about Disney World. We're pass holders. They grew up going to Disney. It's not like the whole Disney concept was new to them. We always have Disney Junior playing in our household, always, all the time.
Who's excited for Disney Plus? We are, can't wait.
They've seen commercials about Disney Cruise Line. They know everything about Disney, everything. I did not have to tell them anything about Disney. They understand Disney. So what I did was I gave them this book. I wrapped it up for Christmas. It was actually their book. They already owned it. That's how I knew about it. But in this book, it's called Monkey and Duck Quack Up. And the whole thing is that they have to make up this like poem, and then whoever wins the poem contest gets to go on a 3-day cruise. So all in the whole book, it talks about a 3-day cruise. So it always ends with, I want to go on a 3-day cruise, or we want to go on a 3-day, something about a 3-day cruise. It's at the end of every page. We were going on a 4-night cruise, yeah, so we were going on the Dream. I didn't change the book. They're just gonna think it's a 3-day cruise, and they're gonna be so excited when I tell them, no, it's 4 days. So that's what I was like, at the end of the book, that's what I'll have to explain to them. Whatever, fine, right? Then at the end of the book, I don't have it in here anymore, but you can even see that piece of blue right there? That's some tape. Because I taped it and I printed off this big like Disney Cruise Line like ticket and said when we were going and who was going and what we were doing and all that stuff. So they get to the very end of the book where they get all excited because Duck and Monkey finally get to go on this cruise, and they're all excited about going on a cruise. There's pictures to show them like swimming on a cruise, all the fun things you get to do on a cruise. So I was like, my kids are gonna be so excited to see all these things, and then when they are jealous because Monkey and Duck are going on a cruise, they're gonna wanna go on one, but then when they open to the back of the book, it's gonna say that they get to go on one. Well, they get to the back of the book, and guess what? They're just like, I was like, did you read it? Because my older one, she could read. And she's like, yeah. And I go, well, read it out loud for your sister. And she did. And there was no reaction. They like didn't even know what it was. They didn't care. They did not care they were going on a Disney cruise. And then it hit me. They didn't care they were going on a Disney cruise because they had no idea what a Disney cruise was. And I think that's the problem with a lot of people when they surprise their kids for the first time. Like, I did not want to tell my kids what it was. I didn't want them to read about it or see the DVD about it or like look at pictures. I didn't want them to know about it because I wanted them to be surprised. Well, that was a mistake because if they didn't know about it, there was nothing for them to get excited about. They had no idea what it was. I could have said like, we're going to the Alamo, and I would have gotten the exact same reaction. It was so anticlimactic, and I was like so bummed. So then the rest of Christmas, I kept trying to like hype up this cruise and say all these things we were gonna do, and did they care? No, they were playing with their other toys. They loved Disney cruising. They loved being on the ship. When we got there, like they absolutely were so excited, and they still get excited to this day. They love Disney cruising. Like, that's all they talk about. In fact, the other day they were playing Disney Cruise with their dolls, and then yesterday they were playing with their dolls, and all their dolls won a 7-night trip on the Fantasy. Like, they play Disney Cruise at the house. They absolutely love it, but they had no inkling of what it was for the first time I surprised them, and so they didn't get surprised. What I want to tell you is make sure your kids have an idea of what a Disney cruise is, or what a cruise is, and what Disney is. So if you want to get this book for your kids, it is called Monkey and Duck Quack Up. I'll put a link to it below. I did not write this, but it's cute and it talks about cruising. I should have wrote it. I invite you to peruse the channel and click on another video to learn something about DCL. I love it so much. I hope that you love it as much as I do. I will see you in the next video. Toodaloo, cruisers.